Before the world sees your wins, your soul has to feel your work. It's the reps nobody applauds that produce the wins that do, all through a shifting of your identity into a dominator. This is all done in the dark every single day. So let me be your guide as I welcome you to this episode of the Dark Work Daily. Discipline is not a personality type. It's not something you're born with. It's not some random thing that somebody has and somebody doesn't. Some people act like discipline is something you either have or you don't. Like it's coded into your DNA and it's like a thing that's a genetic trait. It's not what it is. It's a cop-out. See, submitters in life, they use this as reason to explain why they keep falling short. I'm not a disciplined person. No, you're just a lazy person. You're a person committed to finding faults. You're a person committed to submitting to these little things that are problems. This podcast you're listening to, this episode, this is episode 1,399. Tomorrow will be 1,400. But I want you to grasp what that means. It's every weekday. That is 280 weeks. That is 5.38 years straight. Now, most people go like, "And I'm not consistent like you." I wasn't this kind of consistent when I started it. I needed something to give me the ability to become consistent, to build the trait. Discipline is a skill. Skills are learned. It's built by making a commitment. You build it by daily, making a choice to commit to something and honoring that thing even when you don't feel like doing it. I'd be lying to you if I told you every day I absolutely love the idea of getting up and getting a video recorded. A lot of days my team has to go, "Hey, remember to get that done." I'm like, I'm on it, right? Not that I don't want to do it, but it's hard to be consistent, even for something you want to do. And what I have noticed for a lot of people is nobody wakes up a dominator. Nobody wakes up consistent. They build it rep by rep, day by day with nobody watching. See, I have done this for 5.38 years. At one point, I did an episode for every single day called a Nightly 90. It was 1,333 straight days. Every day. Wasn't no weekends off like this is now. Every day. That ends up being 3.65 years. When you put it together, I'm at 9 years straight. 9 straight years of a video a day or a podcast a day. 9. I didn't start this thing consistent. I didn't all of a sudden have like this muscle of like I can do things. I had some consistency built in different areas. You wanted me to get a workout done? No problem. I'm gonna go and train somebody. No problem. I'm gonna be consistent there. I'm gonna be a good dad. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna get that done. I'm gonna be consistent there. But every day, record a video with a new thought every day. Talk to strangers every day. You know how hard it is to get videos done, organized, and structure, and topics, and bullet points, and put it together and get it posted and multiply scheduled. All these little nuances. But the idea is it's not about the thing. It's about you. It's about you choosing to be disciplined somewhere, because here is why I do it. It bleeds into different parts of my life in amazing ways. Like I've seen that it's bled into my life in a way where I'm like, all right, cool. I want to create something new for my life. I want to, make more money in a different business. Great. I have the talent and the skill of discipline other people do not have. I can get in good shape. I can build a different business. I can take care of different things in life. Why? Because I have the skill set that I can take into other parts of my life. Even the fact that I can talk like this, extemporaneously, we call it, off the cuff, no structure, I have no script. I'm just talking to you like a person. I'm talking like a person because I know that this is the thing that I need to share from my heart, and I let it flow. It's practiced though. 9 years straight. And this is the thing that when I look at people that go, "Oh, I could never do that." Yes. No, 100% yes, you can. You just commit to it every day. You don't commit to it now and then go, "It's done." You commit to it every single day. You wake up and go, "Today, I make a new commitment to getting that done." At the same time, I have other things that I do every single day, every Monday and Thursday. For 7 years, I've sent my children a text message just to their hearts. This is a consistency thing because I borrowed it from what I do in this. I make sure I take care of my training and my nutrition and I count my macros and I get my steps because of the way I want to be consistent, because of the skill I've built in this. I've done Duolingo trying to learn Spanish for 198 days. Why? Because I have a muscle that I built in this. See, the idea is anything you want that's worthwhile, it's not a one big hazam, and a big flash in a pan. It's consistency over time. It's stretched out over days and then weeks and then months and then literally years and time, decades. That's how you get the big thing, by going small every day without fail. And if you can take a step back and look in the mirror and go, "You know what? I'm not disciplined, but I can be," and own that, then you could find something to commit to get that muscle built, to develop that skill. But not if you just go, "I'm not built like that." I wasn't born that way. Nobody taught me that. Damn it, teach yourself. What are you talking about? You're going to blame your life, lack thereof, on somebody else not teaching you something? That's stupid. That's like me going, well, I drowned because I didn't choose to go learn swimming, how to swim before I jumped in a pool. Like that's not on anybody else. Not my mom's fault, my wife's fault, my kid's fault, because I didn't choose to go hop in and figure out how to swim. If someone can do something, you can figure it out yourself too. You may not be world class today, but get used to sucking at something. Fall in love with sucking at something and then getting better and better and better. That trait will do you far better than you know anything else in your life will. That one trait of being able to commit to something when you suck, day after day, until you suck less and less, and then eventually you become phenomenal at it. That's the path to greatness. That is a dominator's identity. The submitter, they'll just own that they're not that kind of person. It's not something I've done. I'm not built that way. I can't do it. And then you just feel like this helplessness and hopelessness, and you become envious and angry. You get disdain for those that do have it because you tell yourself, well, I don't have that. And you do. That's why you're successful. That's not why. It's because you never chose to find some way to get committed to something, to push yourself past the pain point, to live in that space of discomfort long enough to finally feel comfortable in that crazy, to enjoy the chaos to an extent. Because yes, problems will occur, but at that level, you bring you to your problems. This is something that I wish I would have learned way earlier, and something I'm trying to get into my kid's head now. Because it's not about this discipline being a thing that you're just born with. It's just ingrained in your DNA. Yeah, you might have ADHD or some other thing. That doesn't mean you can't be consistent. You just have to find different ways, different structure, different settings to put yourself into to become consistent. You want to stop eating crappy food? Stop buying crappy food and leaving it in your house. You want to get better at getting in shape and working out? Then find a way to put working out into your calendar. Want to be a better husband or a better wife? Find out what your husband or your wife needs and be that to them. It's not that hard. But what is hard is owning that you have to do this kind of work. Once you own it, though, it becomes easy. It does, in fact, become effortless. Effort becomes who you are to do it. And now you eventually go from I'm not a disciplined person to I'm a disciplined person. It is who I am at my core. To be disciplined at a certain point in time then actually feels easy because you're just doing what you know yourself to do. That's the dance. So realize discipline, it is not a personality type. If this episode stirred something in you, good. That means there's work to be done. Don't ignore it because listening is just the beginning. Because real change happens when you engage and you commit. So I invite you to join the Dark Work community inside the Dark Work app, which is where you communicate with amazing people on the same journey as you. You can find them on the App Store and the Google Play Store right now. Step into the conversations that sharpen your habits, strengthen your identity, and keep you locked in to the Dark Work.